Hi, and welcome to the third and the final section, all in with React and Rx. We'll be creating our chat application, we'll be using React for creating it, and finally, we learn how to use RxJS with React. So, in the first video, we learned how to set up our application, but before we do that, let's have an overview of the application. Our chat application will be a chat room where anyone can join. We'll be creating random usernames for each user. We'll be showing all the chat messages of all the users as it is a chat room. We'll provide an input button to send new chat messages. And finally, we'll have a list of all the active users that are currently in our application. So let's have a look over what finally we'll be making. So as you can see, there are chat messages in our application. There's a random username given to our user. There's an input bar where user can type a message and then send it using the send button. And finally, there's a list of active users. So let's get started from where we left off in our previous video. So we'll start off by deleting most of the code as we don't need a counter in our chat application. Also, before we proceed writing some code, let's add some more dependencies that we'll need further along building our chat application. So let's add them. We'll write yarn add. And first off, we'll add RxJS. We'll also add socket.io, and especially the client version of it. Then we'll add Lodash, which is a popular utility build for JavaScript. Next, we'll add Axios, which is useful for making AJAX requests. And finally, we'll add a small library called datefunctions, which is used for manipulating date strings in JavaScript. So meanwhile it installs, I'll go back to the code. So first off, we'll make two folders. First one called containers, and the second one called components. Now, containers here will be stateful React components, and components will be simple stateless React components. We haven't yet seen stateless React components, but we'll quickly be seeing them. So, one final thing we'll add here is a CSS library. We'll add materialized CSS so that our app looks pretty. So you can find the CSS link on the materialized CSS library. I'll just quickly copy it. Go to my public folder, find the index.html, and just paste that link. So now we are ready to start creating our application.